Are we in order now? Shall I start?
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. By the grace of Allah, we have gathered here today for a special session organized by International Open University, IOU Pakistan Sindh Region Students Committee. We welcome you all warmly and pray this gathering becomes a source of knowledge, barakah, and positive change for all of us. Today, I'll be your host, Mohsen Bhatt, and with me, my co-host is Sister Saha, chairperson for the Sindh Region Student Committee. Let me just tell you something about the International Open University. It was founded in the year 2001 by Dr. Bilal Phillips. He's a Jamaican Canadian Islamic scholar, converted to Islam in early 70s, did his BA in Islamic Studies from the University of Medina, then his MA in Islamic Theology from the King Saud University, Saudi Arabia, and then he completed his PhD in Islamic Theology from University of Wales, UK. He has been teaching in different schools and universities in Saudi Arabia, in UAE, and Qatar for over 20 years. Set up different Islamic studies departments in various universities, and authored about more than 50 Islamic books, which are named in influential Islamic publications. It's his mission to make authentic Islamized education accessible worldwide with the vision to a global beacon nurturing leaders who inspire positive change. The International Open University offers undergraduate, postgraduate, and master's and certification programs recognized by different universities, evaluation services, and governmental accrediting, accrediting bodies in various countries like US, Europe, Asia, and Africa. Let's hear from the Dr. Bilal Phillips himself why you should join IOU.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Before you go any further, I would like to share with you 7 excellent reasons why you should choose IOU for your knowledge journey. Reason number 1, Allah centered. We have deliberately returned morality to its proper place in all of our classes and lectures. Reason number 2, affordable. We have made IOU unbelievably affordable so we can educate as many Muslims as possible among our ummah. Reason number 3, accredited. IOU is a Ministry of Higher Education accredited university. Reason number 4, accessible. You can study at IOU from your home or anywhere at any time. Reason number 5, authentic. We only teach authentic knowledge that is aligned with Islamic core values of the Quran. Reason number 6, awesome. IOU has the most diverse student body of any university in the world. So you will meet and interact with Muslim students from literally all corners of the globe. Reason number 7, accepting. Women in IOU are fully represented, and they have excelled beyond our wildest expectations. These are among the top 7 reasons why you should seriously consider enrolling in IOU, a modern, online, digital age university built on Islamic foundations.
Welcome back. IOU offers different faculties in Arabic and Islamic studies. We also offer liberal arts and sciences, in which we offer business and sciences, economics, banking and finance, education, IT, and psychology. IOU also has different subsidiaries offering other different services like for Quran memorization, general diplomas in Islamic studies, Ilm Institute, Solens Islamic Mental Health Services, which also helps students in counseling with their studies. You can see the contact details for the chairperson and the vice chairperson for the IAU student committee. If you are interested, you can contact them directly. We also have an upcoming webinar with Muhammad Wajiuddin on 7th of December 2025, uh, 9 p.m. Uh, Pakistan time and 4 p.m. UTC. He is the regional director, South Youth Club, uh, and speaker and trainer. Today's webinar is about how to prepare for the job interview. And our honorable speaker, Professor Dr. Shafiqur Rahman, he is head of departments for the business administration. Let me, my just co-host, if would play the
Dr.
video for the
Shafiqur
introduction.
Rahman is a professor and head of the Department of Business Administration at the International Open University, The Gambia, where he works remotely from Australia. Before joining academia full-time, he served as a trade promotion manager and economic specialist at the US Embassy in Dhaka. A proud graduate of Notre Dame College, Dhaka, Dr. Rahman began his journey in marine engineering before earning an MBA from IBA Dhaka University, a PhD from Macquarie University, and a postdoctoral fellowship from the University Malaysia Perlis. He also completed the case teaching program at Harvard University. He co-authored Essentials of Modern Marketing with Professor Philip Kotler and has led 32 international conferences, published 11 books and book chapters, mentored 12 PhD and master's students, and served on editorial boards of respected international journals. Dr. Rahman's dedication to research and education has earned him 2 Best Paper Awards and 4 Professional Excellence Awards. He is an Australian citizen.
Over to you, Professor Shafiqur Rahman Sahab.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. I would like to thank everyone who initiated this program, especially the Sindh student body. So let me open my slides from my side and share it with you. All right. So today we are going to discuss how to prepare for a job interview. So globally, we all know that whenever we look for a job, companies, organizations, they have a filtering process through which they hire their future employees. Now, those who are the future employees or those who will prepare themselves for the job interview, today we are going to discuss how you should prepare yourself. So today I am going to discuss with you about 3 major areas to prepare for a job interview. The concept can be divided into many major areas, but I have divided it into 3 major areas. The first one is know the company that you are going to apply and sit for an interview. So know the company and the role. So what the students need to do, or our future graduates need to do, research the organization, its values, products or services, culture, and recent news about the company. So culture means company culture, and values means the principles, good qualities that they're committed. And also understand the job description and how your skills match the job. The next major area to prepare for a job interview is prepare yourself professionally. Practice common interview questions and develop clear, concise answers. So you need to do some rehearsal at home before you sit for the interview. Update and rehearse your achievements, strengths, and examples using STAR: situation, task, action, results, method. Like you need to explain, and we had past webinars that covers the STAR concept. So third major area to prepare for a job interview is present yourself confidently. If you are not confident at the interview, it is less likely that you are going to get the job. So dress appropriately, maintain positive body language, and arrive on time. Bring necessary documents and ask thoughtful questions. So example of a thoughtful question is, how does success in this role get measured during the first 6 months? So you may ask question, they may give you an opportunity. Do you have any question? So you can ask them, very constructive and thoughtful questions. Show you care about performance and expectation. So I talked about 3 major areas: know the company and role, prepare yourself professionally, and present yourself confidently. Let's talk about know the company and the role. So research the company, explore the products, services, competitors, and recent achievements, because they may ask you whether you know about the company, whether you are familiar with the industry. So you should prepare yourself with the knowledge about the company and the industry. Then we talked about check the company website, LinkedIn, media coverage, and annual reports. Because if you talk knowledgeably during the interview, then they will be impressed because you have genuine interest in the company. The next point is identify key industry trends related to the employer's field. Like what is going on in the industry? And then align your strength with company's goal to show genuine interest. So show or tell what strength you have and how your strength matches with the company's strength. Now we have an example for research the company. Example is for Tesla, study its electric vehicles, autonomous driving technology, and sustainability initiatives to answer role-specific questions confidently. Yes, I know about your company. I know what you are offering. All right, the next one is understand the job description. So read responsibilities carefully and identify required skills. Because without the complete knowledge of job description, your preparation is not full. The next point is match your experience and achievements with role expectations. So what your employer is expecting and how you match them. The next point is highlight strengths relevant to the required technical and soft skills. You can tell that yes, I have already got these skills. I have already got this strength that will be helpful to become successful in the job. Then prepare examples demonstrating past performance in similar role. If you have already performed similar role in another job, you can explain or you can show them how you are successful in the similar job in the past and understand KPI, key performance indicators, or outcomes expected from this position. Now we have an example, understand the job description. For a business development manager role at PwC, highlight your experience in strategic partnership, client acquisition, and using data-driven market insights to support PwC's consulting services and digital transformation initiatives. So you should understand your job description well. Then practice possible interview questions. You can identify from the job description or about the industry knowledge, company knowledge, what might be the possible questions about the company, about the industry, or about the job, and practice the possible interview questions and answers. So prepare responses for common behavioral and technical questions. Use the STAR method, which we already talked about, to deliver structured, impactful answers. So remember, whenever you are answering, it's not like random answering. You organize and deliver structured answers. Practice speaking clearly and confidently to reduce nervousness. And I would like to tell you that almost in every interview, you may be asked in the very beginning, tell us something about yourself. So be prepared for that. The next point is prepare examples of leadership, teamwork, problem solving, and adaptability. Like if you are given a job, how you will manage your team, how you are going to solve the problems, and how you are going to adapt yourself with the job and the company. And the final point is be ready for scenario-based questions relevant to the industry. So they may ask you that, look, 2 years ago, there was a disaster in this industry. Now, what is your observation about it? So now there is an example in Amazon interviews. Practice explaining how you handled workload pressure and improved operational efficiency using data-driven decisions. And the next one is present yourself professionally. Dress according to industry norms, formal, smart casual, etc. Maintain eye contact, smile, and demonstrate confident posture. Arrive early and carry copies of your resume and portfolio. Greet professionally and communicate respectfully at all stages. Ensure your online profiles match your professional image. And there is an example for an interview at Deloitte. So it's a service company and consulting firm. So formal business attire and organized documents reflect the professionalism expected in consulting firms like Deloitte. So Deloitte is a professional services network that offers a wide range of services, including audit, assurance, tax, consulting, and legal services. The next one is prepare thoughtful questions. As we said in the very beginning, ask questions to show curiosity and long-term career interest. Seek clarity about job expectations, growth path, and team culture. If you have any question, any doubt, or any curiosity, you may ask that what are the growth opportunities? And then the third point is avoid salary related questions in the first interview stage. This is very, very critical. In many organizations and professional firms, when they advertise, they indicate the salary range. But if some organizations do not offer the salary range, it is a bit risky for you to ask over their budget or under their budget estimate. So you think whatever you think the best, you can explain there that yes, whatever is your current structure, I'm willing to accept it. And maybe if I perform well, I'm sure in future you will consider a better package. Now, demonstrate understanding of company strategy and direction. So you must show that you understand the company strategy and where the company is moving, whether it is doing better or the company performance is declining. You should have some knowledge and use questions to reflect strategic thinking and role readiness. So from your questions to them, they should be able to understand that yes, you are ready to take over the job. So there is an example here at Microsoft asking how your role supports cloud innovation within Azure demonstrates awareness of the company's priorities. So this is an example. Now let's look back. So know the company and the role. For that, you have 5 major points. Research the company, understand the job description, practice possible interview questions, present yourself professionally, and prepare thoughtful questions. The next major points or major areas you should look into to prepare yourself is prepare yourself professionally. So we are going to discuss a few major points. Master your professional profile, develop industry-specific skills, practice communication and interview techniques, organize your supporting documents, and present yourself with professional etiquette. So let's go in details. Master your professional profile. So update your resume, LinkedIn profile, and portfolio regularly. Include recent achievements and measurable results. So it is important that whenever you are presenting yourself and discussing, you can talk about your recent achievements and measurable results. Use relevant industry keywords for visibility. They will be happy to know that you are familiar with industry keywords. Align qualifications with the job requirement. Highlight certifications, leadership roles, and key projects you already did in the past. And maintain consistency across professional platforms. So maintain consistency is very important. And the example is Google often shortlist candidates whose LinkedIn profiles reflect innovation, teamwork, and technical accomplishments. The next point is develop industry-specific skills. Identify the skills required for your desired role. Strengthen technical, managerial, and analytical competencies. Take relevant courses, attend workshops, and practice regularly. So some points are very simple. That's why I'm not going to discuss in details. Stay informed about market trends and emerging tools. Demonstrate initiative and readiness for continuous learning. It is important that your job role may change time to time, and you are ready to accept any kind of change, any kind of new learning needs. Showcase applied skills through real projects or certifications. An example is Amazon prefers applicants who understand data-driven decision making and customer-centric innovation, aligning with its operational excellence culture. So whether you can make decision based on the company data that is available for you and make future decisions for future based on the data available with you. So Amazon will be happy to see that you can make decisions for future based on the past data. Now, practice communication and interview techniques. Very important. Develop clear and confident verbal communication. Rehearse interview responses with mentors or peers. I know some people, they practice in front of the mirror, and because sometimes your friend is not available, and nowadays you have another opportunities because the technology has advanced, so you can record your responses, video record, and play the video to see whether you are satisfied with yourself. Apply the STAR method as we discussed in the past for behavioral questions. Use concise sentences and maintain a professional tone. Sometimes the sentences we are making, if it is too big, then it may not be precise to the interviewees, to the interviewers. Demonstrate active listening and emotional intelligence. So whenever the interviewer asking you questions, you maintain eye contact and nod your heads. Yes, you understand what they are saying. Example is Microsoft actively assesses candidates' communication style
Yes, I got that.
and collaborative mindset. Communication style and collaborative mindset during the interviews for leadership and team-based role. I repeat, Microsoft actively assesses candidates' communication style and collaborative mindset during interviews for leadership and team-based roles. The next point is organize your supporting documents. So I'm not going to discuss in details. You should have all the supporting documents. You should take in the interview board with you, and maybe you make a checklist before you go for the interview. And the last point is present yourself with professional etiquette. So a couple of things: arrive early and dress in accordance with industry norms. Greet interviewers respectfully and confidently. Maintain positive language and eye contact. Avoid negative comments about previous employer. Very, very important. Show curiosity, humility, and cultural awareness. Demonstrate professionalism before, during, and after the interview. An example is Apple expects candidates to demonstrate confidence, innovative thinking, and polished etiquette, reflecting the brand's premium, customer-focused culture. Okay, so we just discussed a few things, which were prepare yourself professionally. How you're going to do that? Master your professional profile, develop industry-specific skills, practice communication and interview techniques, organize your supporting documents, present yourself with professional etiquette, and finally, present yourself confidently. Dear students, remember, build a professional first impression. you will never get a second chance to build a professional first impression. So dress appropriately for the industry, maintain clean grooming and neat attire, arrive early to reduce stress, maintain eye contact while speaking. We talked them already, but again, I am focusing them, I am stressing them, build a professional first impression, and then use confident body language, like sit upright. Okay, like sit upright and avoid bending, like forward or backward. Maintain steady eye contact without staring. Use natural hand gestures to support ideas, like yes, natural hand gestures. Listen attentively without interrupting. We already discussed about it, and nod occasionally to show engagement. Yes, you are listening to them. Now, example is Accenture or Accenture values candidates who communicate confidently through body language, reflecting readiness for client-facing roles. So the next one is communicate clearly and concisely. Speak slowly and confidently without rushing. Very important. Sometimes we speak too fast. Use short, clear sentences to express ideas. Respond directly to questions without unnecessary details. This is important. Whenever they ask you a question, be precise. Avoid filler words like and Some people have always, you will find habits of telling Try to avoid this, and pause briefly before answering complex questions. Example is IBM prioritizes candidates who articulate complex concepts clearly, showing they can communicate with diverse global teams. The next one is demonstrate self-awareness and professionalism. How aware you are about your abilities. Like, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? If you know very well, then it is easy to communicate and respond. The first one is know your strengths and share them confidently. Address weaknesses honestly without self-doubt. Like they are asking you something and you do not know the answer, you tell I do not know the answer. No one in the world knows everything. Show enthusiasm for the role and organization. Stay calm if challenged with complex questions and maintain a respectful tone throughout interaction. Example is Unilever appreciates candidates who confidently explain how their strengths support the brand's sustainability-led business model. The next point is ask insightful role-focused question. We talked about it in the very beginning. Prepare thoughtful questions before the interview. Ask about expectation and performance indicator. Inquire about team culture and opportunities for improvement. Show curiosity about company's future direction. Avoid salary-related questions initially. We already talked about it. Now, example is at Siemens, asking how the role contributes to digital transformation initiatives reflect confidence, preparation, and strategic thinking. The next, okay. So we have already covered these 5 points. These 5 points are present yourself confidently, build a professional first impression, use confident body language, communicate clearly and concisely, demonstrate self-awareness and professionalism, and ask insightful role-focused questions. And then we have question and answer. Dear students, I appreciate your patience, and I tried, though we started a bit late, but I wanted to maintain the time that we are supposed to finish within an hour. So I hope we try to cover and discuss. I am ready to answer questions if you have anything.
Please unmute yourself and ask the questions if you have any. Till anyone ask the question, let me ask you a question which was asked earlier. Is it okay to switch at the age of 33 from one profession to another profession?
Good question. It depends which country you are in, all right, and which industry you are in. For example, I'm from Bangladesh, but I have been in Australia for about 19 years. So, in case of Bangladesh, like a developing country where job opportunities are limited and there is a huge competition for one position, in those countries, it is very difficult to switch positions at your like older age. But countries like Australia or developed countries, there are plenty of opportunities. So people often switches the jobs. All right. It's very common. People switch the job every 2 years, 3 years.
Jazakallah khairan kathiran. Okay, there's another question. Explain the effect of age in the choice of a job to apply for.
Okay.
Does the age affect? Yeah.
Can you explain further? So what I have
That's the
understood that
question like that, yeah.
yes, if somebody is like matured, right? You are asking about matured. So whether they
Yes.
should switch jobs, that's the question?
No, which job is suitable if the person is young? And which jobs is suitable if the person is mature? Yes, indeed.
Okay. First of all, I would appreciate that once you graduate, you can start with elementary positions. Because if you do not start with elementary positions like the executive and then senior executive and then maybe the assistant managers. So as a graduate, you should start with executive positions from the very beginning level of job so that whenever you grow and go senior level positions, you already have the knowledge of the operation. All right. But whenever you are already senior, all right, already senior, which means you have already worked in the industry for quite a bit of time. You already got knowledge. So then you should try for managerial jobs.
The question is like, if a person had failed and trying to, achieve the job in their own field, and now they think that maybe it's the field and he should change his job. What position should he try, and what kind of content should he go for so he can get that job?
Very good. Now, because in globally job market is changing, you should focus on if, for example, you are not doing well in your current job and you want to switch, then you should think based on your qualification and experience, what else you can do. All right. And then you should go for a training in that particular field, whatever training is available. Because once you go through a training and then you then learn the industry key concepts, industry focused terminologies, and that will make you prepare for the interview. Because once you know the industry and industry focused terminologies, and that you can achieve through the interviews, through the trainings. So if you want to switch to a new position because you are not doing well in the current position, you should go for a training that will prepare you for a new position.
So if the person has a master's degree in something else and he did not do well and now he wants to shift and might want to go for an IT and he's doing some courses, so what should he write on his resume? That he did the master's in something else, but now he he wants to apply for a job for, let's say, IT and something, and he had done a lot of courses, but this is not a degree. So is that sufficient?
Okay, now good question. It depends upon what kind of IT job someone is applying. Any job you are applying, every job has a job description, every job has a qualification requirement. So if the job requires a certificate course, diploma course, all right, then it is fine. But if the job requires a bachelor's in IT, then with a certification, it will not be enough because you will not be shortlisted for those jobs.
There's a question in
Yes.
the inbox. Yes. There's a question in
And
the inbox.
also, I would like to explain further what then you should do, that even you are moving to IT and you are doing, for example, not you, anyone who is doing some courses in IT, they should start from the beginning, like maybe beginning level job in IT. Because if you have the confidence and if you have the ability, if you have the hard work mentality, one day you will do well. But you have to start from the beginning. No one will take you in a senior level position because you have a certification or a diploma without having experience, some experience.
Jazakallah khair, Kathir. There's a question from a brother. He says that Jazakallah khair for the session. Please, can you briefly explain points to focus on or etiquettes during an online interview, or they both follow the same principles?
No. For the online interview, good question, because we have not added that component, because almost 90% ideas or preparation will be the same, other than you bring your certificates to the interview board. In the online interview, you submit your resume and certificates in advance, generally. But in an online environment, people may not have comfort if they are not experienced in talking online. So because if some people, many people, they are not like, if the interview is for half an hour or some senior level interviews are 1 hour, for a long time looking at the screen, many people may not be familiar. So in that case, I would suggest that someone should prepare with the list of questions and answers and record them for about half an hour time, so that they will be able to mentally prepared to talk to the camera.
Jazakallah khairan kathiran. With this question, I like to ask the similar question that been asked. If can you describe the difference between the online and on-site jobs resumes? Should they be similar, or should we have changes done in our resume if it is an online or if it is an on-site?
So the question is it for an on-site job or online job or interview? Which one is the main?
It is, the question is specifically on if it is an online and you have a resume, but should we change our resume towards according to the online job, or if it is an on-site, should we bring some changes in our resume for that on-site job?
Yes. You should have some changes in the resume, that you are able to communicate with online interviews, online screen sharing with the teams, especially the teamwork, how you handled in the past, online teamwork. Even if you're a fresh graduate, you can tell that you have done like assignment preparation activities, all right, group assignment preparation, and that given you the experience of working online. Okay, I think that could be a good example of that you have the experience of working and communicating, team building online. and it should be reflected in your resume.
Okay, Jazakallah khairan katheeran. There's another question. When we get rejected, how do we find out what could be the reason? Can we ask them about the reason of rejections?
Okay, it depends upon the company. Many company, they will try their best to match because they have called for an interview. They are looking for someone who are matching their criteria. Now, for example, there were 10 candidates shortlisted or 6 candidates shortlisted. They take the interview. What they do after the interview, they prepare another shortlist like finalist, that first, second, third. They offer the the person who is in the first position, and if he is not accepting the offer, then they offer the second person or third person. That is how it happens. Now, if they are not recruiting you, sometimes they send you an email and say that, thank you very much for your time and energy and effort, but we have found somebody who is more suitable for this position. So they may not tell you the real reason. So what a candidate should do, candidate should try to find out what is the lacking in the preparation based on the job description. In the job description, they talked about 6 things, for example. Now, whether you are ready or whether you could demonstrate that you have the ability based on your past experience that you will be able to perform the job well. So you should be able to find out what part or what aspect of the job you have not demonstrated that you will be able to do well.
Jazakallah khairan katheeran. Actually, what is the thing that I feel is that people mostly say that go ahead, try for this job. It won't, do anything, but you will have an experience. But getting lot of rejections, you start feeling disappointed and you don't know what exactly it is that it's wrong, going wrong. So the reason that person wants to ask, but is it does it shows maturity if you go and ask them what was the reason for it?
You can ask them, but they may not. They may answer and they may not answer. Sometimes, for example, for one position, they have interviewed 5 people, and out of 5, maybe 3 persons are qualified, suitable for the job, almost equal performance. Then it is very challenging for them to make decision because 3 persons are doing well. They cannot. Then they will choose only one of them based on the opinion of the board member that, okay, who now you think we should pick up out of these 3 best candidates. So it is also sometimes difficult for them to decide, especially for the countries the job opportunities are not that much because a lot of people apply and many of them are qualified. It may not be your fault.
Jazakallah. Jazakallah khairan katheeran. So we should apply as many as times we think we can go ahead for that. And
Yes.
there's the last question that was asked was, does it affect to which university we studied from? Comparing to if I'm a new graduate and I'm from a specific university, but it's an online university, let's say, or it's a university in my country which might not be recognized in other countries. So does it affect when the person asks, the interviewer asks, how much do you think you should get the salary? So what
Thank
would
you
be
very
the
much.
answer?
Thank you very much. Because I have been teaching for 27 years and I have traveled almost all over the world except Africa. So I have been in the US many, many times for my professional work, Europe, many countries in Asia and other places. And I have coordinated with Fortune 500 companies, like in America, top 500 companies are called Fortune 500 companies. I have talked to many of them. And also I have been in another developed countries in Australia. So generally in developed countries, they do not discriminate and they do not even ask which institute you are from. So that is the case. But if it is the case of Bangladesh, I can tell you that If they know you're from Harvard University, very good, welcome. Okay, we want to take you. Or you are from Oxford. In Australia, even interview board do not care which institute you are from. They want to find out the best talent. Okay. So in
So
Australia, it is
what should
considered.
Jazakallah khairan kathiran. So what should be the salary that one should ask for if he's a
Good question.
fresh graduate? Yeah.
Now, whenever they ask you what salary do you expect, my suggestion is do not ask for a higher level of salaries or uh, ask for an amount of money you think it is right for you. Don't do that. My suggestion is my personal opinion. You tell that I'm not eager for the salary, but every company, I tell you, every company has a package. Whether you claim for it, you ask for it or not, they are going to offer that. In some cases, you can negotiate whenever you are in a senior position like general manager, managing director, because then you know how much the salary should be for the managing director. But for all other level, it's not negotiated. It's already predetermined that, okay, I'm going to hire a computer operator. The salary should be, for example, XYZ figure. I'm going to hire a driver in this country. This is the driver's salary. So for the jobs, when they're offering, you tell that whatever is the company package, I am ready to accept because you need the job. Once you are in the job, then you try to learn the job well, make yourself an expert in the field, and then maybe after a couple of years, you switch to a job with a higher salary.
Jazakallah khairan kathiran. There's the last question. I'm so sorry I'm asking you again.
So
How do you answer this question when they ask, where do you see yourself in 5 years? How do you answer that?
Good question. Very good question. Whoever is asking, very good question. Generally, what I do, I never tell, even I have a ambition, but I never explain my ambition. I tell that the job is being offered. I want to be the best person, best performer in the job. That's my objective. However, if opportunities come in future, I'll try to grab the opportunity. Because if you are applying for a deputy manager position and you can say, okay, after 5 years, I want to be the manager. So you are actually threatening the manager's position because you want to grab that. So which you are going to be a competitor for the manager. Now manager is taking your interview, think what will be his or her mental situation. So my suggestion, you tell that I want to do my best in the position. Next 1 or 2 years, I want to learn the job very well. And I want to make myself satisfied with my performance. But if opportunities come, surely I'll try to take the opportunities. Don't tell which position you are going to take.
But that would be if you are in a position and you're changing your job. But what about the fresh graduate should answer?
You even the fresh graduate, you tell that you do not tell a particular position that this position I want to go. You can tell that I want to do excellent in my job, learn the job well, perform well, and I will take the opportunities, what opportunities come in future. My suggestion is do not tell a particular position.
Jazakallah khairan kathiran. Actually, all those questions that I asked were already asked in the registration form, that if you have any question from the speaker. So all those questions that weren't answered earlier, I gathered those and I was asking all those questions that
Wonderful.
students already asked. Yes. Okay, if anyone has a question, please ask. Otherwise, we're going to end the session. It was a wonderful session, Dr. Shafiqur Rahman. It was amazing. Actually, I learned a lot myself. And your answers were amazing, mashallah. Jazakallah khairan kathiran for your
Well,
time.
thank
And
you.
so sorry for the starting the session
No?
late.
Perfect.
Okay, if you can end with the dua, inshallah.
All right. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.